Gold Squad TV. What up, y'all? Top of the morning. Um, Chilling, man. I just read a couple stories. Jaylen Brown is really a true leader on his team, man. He's a true leader. He's at summer league right now, not only practicing and getting shots up, but working with the young guys over there. He's working with the young guys out there who are trying to make the team, and man, I can't even fathom how much that probably means to a lot of those guys over there that are playing. They're on the bench that are probably might not even make a roster. The fact that Jaylen Brown's over there to guide them and to kind of be a support to be there tells me a lot about Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not. This is nothing new for JB. JB's been doing this since 2019. So obviously he didn't have summer league last year, but the year before that he was there, and obviously he played in the 2017 and 16 summer leagues. And he's always been a guy that's been there to support a lot of the younger guys on the team, and I salute that. I think he's gonna have a great season. Um, his hand is healed, so he's like right now he's just really focusing on rehab and focusing on getting his body right, constantly working on his body, working on his game. I'm pretty sure he's working on his game on his off time outside of practicing with the summer leaguers. You know what I'm saying? So I expect JB to be JB as he always is. You're not going to get anybody more consistent on the roster than him. That said, um, I'm honestly, now that I kind of look at how the roster is right now, I still think we're a fourth or fifth seed in the East. Now, you guys might sit there and say, well, you wildin', Milwaukee, Milwaukee's still there. Yeah, Milwaukee won the title. All right. Brooklyn's still there. Um, Miami got better. They went and got Kyle Lowry and they got a couple other guys. But Miami's an old team. They're gonna have problems at their age. For the exception of Bam, I mean, for the most part, the majority of their team, Bam, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson, the rest of their team is pretty old, man. Kyle Lowry still got game in him, but I don't know how much game he has left in him. Are they better than us? I mean, on paper, yeah, but you have to see on the court. Then you get past Miami, you look at Philly, and you look at I can't say Philly's better than us right now, and the reason why, they don't know what they're gonna do with Ben. They don't know what they're gonna do with Ben Simmons, and that's in the air. And being that they lost to an inferior Atlanta team, who just went in there and sliced them up in Game 7, when had Ben Simmons scared to shoot. As long as they have that Ben Simmons problem, I don't care what they do in a regular season. I can't sit there and say they're better than Boston. Excuse me, y'all. I can't say they're better than Boston when they went in the playoffs practically with that same team, with the exception of Danny Green not being on that team years prior, under different coach obviously, and never beat us. You also got to remember Doc Rivers is kind of a choker in the playoffs. You know, Doc is kind of a choker. He's the only coach to ever blow 3-1 leads in 3 different occasions in the playoffs. So he didn't do well last year in the playoffs. In the regular season, he was great. Postseason, not so much, man. Um, so as long to me, I think Philly's problem is going to be this, right? Until they fix that Ben Simmons situation, or Ben Simmons fixes himself, which I highly doubt, I don't think they're going to ever be better than the Celtics. They beat us 3 times last year, but That said, I don't. You got to remember, two of those games Tatum didn't play. Two of those games Tatum didn't play, so you really can't count that really. So it's like in a sense, I think we're a better team this year than we were a year ago. So you can't definitively say Philly's better than Boston right now. You know what I mean? Then you look at after Philly, everybody else in the East improved. Like New York improved, but like I'm not sold on New York like that. Kemba can't stay healthy. Like, and I also think that New York had a good year last year. They did not resign Reggie Bullock. They went and got Kemba Walker. They went and re-signed Julius Randle. Um, they pretty much signed Derrick Rose, so they pretty much kept this. The only addition they really made of any type of money was Evan Fournier, and Evan Fournier is not a guy that's going to change the fortunes of that team. He might be a little bit better than Reggie Bullock, but is he really better than Reggie Bullock? I mean, he might be a little bit better individual player, but I'm talking like fit. I don't know if he's gonna fit with Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau is a hard-nosed coach, and Fournier's a pretty boy. I don't know if Fournier is gonna be able to deal with that type of coaching. You know what I mean? So who knows? So the Knicks are a question mark for me until it's the Knicks we're talking about here. Like I'm not gonna overreact to them re-signing a whole bunch of players they already had, and then adding Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker, who's past his prime. I'm not. Kemba's not even going to be starting, so you got to think Derrick Rose is probably going to be the starter. D Rose is a much better player than Kemba Walker right now. It's just fact. And then after the Knicks, I mean, who else really improved? Like most of the teams really in the East drafted. You know what I mean? Brooklyn's Brooklyn. You already know they were going to be great. Milwaukee's Milwaukee. You know, the Heat, they added a whole bunch of elderly players, a lot of guys in their late 30s. They're like the Lakers. So, I don't know, man. I don't know how much they really improved. I just know the Celtics still have two star players, and we have a new coach, and we got a nice surrounding cast around those guys. You got Al Horford, you got Marcus Smart, um, you got Josh Richardson, you know, Chris Dunn, you got Fernando Bruno. You're gonna have Yam there. If he continues to play well, he'll be there. Pritchard's there, Naismith's there, Langford looks like he's improving the summer league. He's still, there's still questions on him. I just think the Celtics need to kind of do away with Carson Edwards. They need to get rid of that 2000. Anybody from that 2019 draft needs to go. Edwards, Brad Williams, those guys got to go. That said, they're looking at signing Dennis Schroeder. I don't know if that's going to make sense considering he wants that 9.5 mid-level extension instead of the 5.9 they're offering him, and I just don't think the Celtics are going to budge on that. Lauri Markkanen's out there, and I think that the Celtics rather would sign him if it came down to it for that money versus being hard capped. If they sign Schroeder to 9.5, they're hard capped. So if you're the Celtics, you're not signing Schroeder for less than anything more than that 5.9. So let's just keep it real. Goat Squad TV, all you Celtics people who are like really depressed. Listen, I was in the beginning too. I can't front, but we're gonna be alright. You guys are sleeping on Josh Richardson. Stop looking at percentages. Look at the impact. You'll see the impact he makes on our team. Goat Squad TV.